I was like, the rain pattern on the ground looks really cool. And then I realized it's just the reflection of my blanket. Good night. I have an exam. Help me. Yes, I have an exam today. It's my first exam from the summer classes, which is just so exciting. And I'm gonna go to breakfast and eat some fruit, and I won't need coffee because my test anxiety will just keep me awake. After that, I actually have a lot of homework to do, so I don't know why I decided to start a vlog. Vlog? I'm fine. Oh yeah, and I got my hair cut. Annie cut my hair. Thank you, Annie. My hair and I get along now. Sometimes about halfway through the day we get into a fight, but you know, it's fine. Oh, I discovered that if I look... Okay, so I discovered that if I look at the window at like just this angle and cover up the orb part, it kind of looks like the Washington Monument. And I can pretend I'm somewhere that's not here. Just kidding. I love it here. I'm having such a good time. Watching back my recordings is really funny. Watching back my recordings is really funny because there's oh my god, why can't I talk? Everything is fine. I'm in a good place mentally right now. Because there's parts of me talking, which is like maybe a fifth of the recording, and the rest of me is just staring off into the distance, thinking about how I'm really not funny and how I have nothing to say. And here it is. I'm scared to go to class today because, well, I'm scared for a lot of reasons all the time, but I'm scared because I made a friend kind of in class, which I wasn't intending on doing. And like I said, we have an exam today. Whenever I have an exam, I get really nervous and then I start acting really weird, like weirder than usual, like saying things that don't make sense and singing my words like you heard me earlier, and just saying things that probably put people off, like, haha, I'd rather be dead right now. So I'm scared for him to see that side of me, as I really would like a friend, and he's also my lab partner. So if I say something really weird, he might not trust that I'm mentally sound enough to do labs correctly, which I am good at labs. I'm good. So I guess that's it. I'm gonna go now. And you can see I'm doing it again. I'm talking in the weird way I get when I get nervous. Okay, the siren stopped finally. I had a lot of people walking outside actually. Usually you don't see anyone for like 72 hours straight unless you're in class. And I can count 1, 2, 3, 4 people outside right now, which is actually insane. So my exam went well. Hopefully I'll get an A. I didn't talk to my friend. He's not really my friend. We just talk to each other because we're lab partners. And we literally only talk about class, so I don't really think that's what a friend is. But I didn't talk to him. He talked to me, but I just looked at him and and well, yeah, I guess it's safe to say I didn't embarrass myself. I don't really know. What I'm gonna do for the rest of the day, I have homework. I had the window open for a while, but people have pointed out to me that my room always smells weird, and I think I figured it out. There's dumpsters here, and the dump truck always wakes me up at like 5 a.m. actually. And I say, hey, I love trash. I have some homework, psychology, geology, but I don't have my books out right now. But pretend I just showed you. So yeah, I'm just gonna do homework, and I've been listening to a lot of music lately. I made a list of albums that I want to listen to. I want to lay back down, I'm tired. And the first 2 albums are Anderson .Paak. I don't know if it's Anderson .Paak or Anderson .Paak. please cut me some slack. Or should I say slack? Anyway, the first two albums were two of his albums, and I listened to those already. Then I have a Cat Stevens album because I love Cat Stevens, but I've never listened to like a full album. I've just listened to songs that I've heard over time. Two Fleet Foxes albums. I like the Fleet Foxes. I like the Fleet Fox. I like a couple of their songs, so I'm just gonna listen to their albums and see. But you kind of have to be in a certain mood to listen to their music, I think. So we'll wait until that mood rolls around, probably around 7 p.m. Then I have a Florence and the Machine album. I've listened to. Sorry, I just realized the person beneath me is listening to country music. Good for them. Where was I? Oh, I used to have Between Two Lungs and I used to have Ceremonials. I know a lot of her music. I'm gonna listen to How Big, How Blue, How Beautiful. So I'm gonna listen to that. And not all today. Over time. A James Taylor album. I love James Taylor. I love James Taylor and Cat Stevens probably equal amounts. Well, no, I love James Taylor more. I grew up listening. My mom used to play James Taylor and Cat Stevens, like all she would listen to. So I know some of their songs and I really like them, but I've never heard full albums, so that's why I'm listening to them. Last night I listened to a Radiohead album, which was OK Computer, which I guess I only put it on my list. Excuse me. I only put it on my list because I read on the internet that it's like a super famous album. I don't know. I've never heard of it. I've never heard of any of the songs on it. And I listened to it and it was kind of like watching a scary movie except it's music. And I didn't like it. There's one of the songs, I forget what song. I think Climbing Up the Walls, that I listened to like the first 20 seconds and read the lyrics and I couldn't do it. And I just skipped to the next one because I was scared. And also it was nighttime, and we all know I'm scared of nighttime. So I listened to that whole one last night, technically. Well, I was talking to Doug about it, and he told me that I should listen to their other album, In Rainbows. And so I put that on the list. The only Radiohead song I know is Creep, and I used to be really obsessed with that song. Well, not obsessed. I used to listen to it a lot in middle school because I was depressed. So that makes sense. Now I don't like it as much. But yeah, that's basically what I'm doing today. I'll see you in the next vlog. Or maybe won't do a vlog next because I know I've done like 3 in a row. Or maybe 4, I don't know. My last video, which I uploaded 2 days ago, has 4 views. So if you're one of the 4 people watching my video, comment down below what you'd like to see next. Okay. Smell you later.